Good day, dear ladies and gentlemen. My name is Liliya Scott. I'm legal partners, LS Legal Solicitors. I'm the managing partner. I moved to Great Britain over 20 years ago, and I would like to share my experience. I'm going to tell you about our company, about what we do, and how we can assist you. LS Legal Solicitors is a legal firm into legal services to the corporate segment, companies, and also to individual clients. We are able to provide assistance in immigration, commercial, corporate, or labor issues, also legal disputes. We are able to provide assistance to companies that would like to move to the UK jurisdiction, open their representative offices here. We provide accounting support and also assist with opening banking accounts. LS Legal Solicitors was created by me. I'm working with my team. We are really client-centered and will be very happy to help you. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers, to Bosco Conference Invest Pro. Thank you very much for the organization of this important event. It's a great pity we're not able to meet in person, but I feel that in today it is probably the best option we could have come up with as a working solution. We all have to be used to working online. Today, I would like to tell you about various options for you and for your family members, and also for your business if you decided to move to the UK. Now, please allow me to provide some background for the reason of choosing the UK and why I think it could be attractive for many of us. Working with clients from the former Soviet Union for many years, I have often came across questions, why the UK? And I'm able to reply. For me, the UK is uh, conservativeness, stability. I think it sounds more confident than it should be, but stability is important. It seems to me that stability of our children, the security of our children is very important, is our common future. And if you decide to move your family to the UK, or instead you decide that British education for your children is the best choice, you are able to present your children with the right to choose and many choices in the future, for the future. I often ask the families the following questions. What are your priorities in the future? What would you like to achieve for your children, for your family, for your business? What are your goals? And what results, which outcomes would you like to see before you decide to shift, to move your family to the UK? Depending on your answer, on your reply, we will be able to help you to correctly plan and structure correct move to the UK. Now, to go through the options of visas available today, I decided to present the whole of UK immigration into 4 sectors. First part is family, second business, third is short-term visas, and the fourth is work and student visa programs. Unfortunately, or fortunately instead, many changes over the last 24 months uh, had seen the immigration legislation had seen many changes over the last 24 months because we are living through Brexit and we're still going to continue living through that. The changes that were introduced by the Home Office of the UK will probably impact each and every one of us that will decide to move to the UK. And I'd like to give you, I'm not going to dwell on the categories in detail, but instead I'd like to send you the following message. If you decide to move to the UK, you are able to move or join your partner uh, if they're an EU citizen with permanent residency or a citizen of the UK or a person already a holder of permanent residency status. For some categories, you are able to bring dependent parents over 65. You're also able to join to connect your children under 18. The short-term category visa is familiar to many. These are tourist visas. These are marriage visas. The visa means you can come to the UK, get married, make photos, take photos, and you'll have to come back home. There is a short-term education visa. We're speaking of short-term education courses of English usually. Usually it is English just to be able to understand for yourself and your family whether the UK is for you. Get some first-hand experience. You're also able to um, come to the UK for further training and qualifications. School children's visa, student visa is all a parent visa is important. It's for parents who would like to come to the UK and support their child in school. This visa is designed for parents of children only under 12. The following category I would like to tell you about is the business category. These are investor visas, innovators, entrepreneur, innovator, startup, unique talent, and sole representative of a foreign company. Unfortunately, entrepreneur visa has closed, and instead of this, the Ministry of the Home Office has opened to others, startup and innovator. These two visas were created for migrants deciding not just to come to the UK and bring their family with them, but to also to conduct any type of financial or entrepreneurial activity, to do any type of business as well. The fourth category is for work visas. Work visas uh, are provided for skilled worker. It used to be skilled worker tier 2. It was intra-company transfer, I think. There is intra-company transfer visa. The previous was changed a few months ago, and this intra-company transfer visa is when a large company would like to relocate its staff to the UK. Then we have the student visa, and then we have the visa for temporary staff, which will allow you to find employment in the UK. From own experience, I'm able to say the following. The UK certainly sees a lot of immigration from other countries for education or work purposes. I would like to note four key categories. These are skilled workers. I'm not going to dwell on the details and go through the requirements. You're able to look it up on the slide. You're able to get in touch with us for more information. But I would like to know the following.
Work visa means a sponsor, the company that should have a license and confirm that you will be employed. Due to Brexit, this month there were many changes that improved the conditions of the work visa. The level of minimal salary that you are supposed to receive from your employer was reduced. And to prove that the employer was not able to find specialists in the UK and had to select you, so-called resident type market test is not required anymore. If you want to move to the UK, you have to know English certain level or responsibilities with the employer is supporting you and sponsoring you and have to provide you with a workstation, workplace, and pay you a minimal salary. Next working is intra-company transfer. You also have to be sponsored by the UK company and should have a license. And usually it's an international company that transfers their employees from one country to the UK. There are temporary work visas that are limited in terms of where you can be employed. Student visas that used to be called Tier 4 are now called student visas, and sometimes if you take a degree course and you start your higher education in the UK, you are allowed to be employed on student visa for 20 hours a week. While you are studying, you can try to work in the UK. Next category that I would like to tell you about is requirements for business visas, so-called Tier 1. Investor visa has become more popular now. It happened because entrepreneurship visa was cancelled by the Ministry of Interior. Investor visas in these categories is the most straightforward. It allows for the family to move to the UK and not to be tied to employer or university or school. Investor visa leads to permanent residency and British citizenship. In order to move to the UK for Tier 1 investor visa, you need to show that you have access to 2 million pounds that you are obliged to invest in the UK. And for the last 12 months, there were some changes for this category, but they're not so significant for this category to raise any issues among our clients. It allows to bring your family, conduct business in the UK, and does mean passing English language proficiency test. Next visa, which is in the business category, is unique talent. It's, I would say, for young people who prove their professional merits during their professional development. Next two categories are startup and innovator visas. Startup visa can get a permit for conducting business for 2 years. It doesn't lead to permanent residency or British citizenship, but it is a bridge so that you can switch either to work visa or innovator visa or investor visa. Startup visa, you need an organization business plan that would approve this business plan and can provide you support, endorsement. Innovator visa, as I already mentioned, is a new category. You have to prepare a business plan. It should be innovative. There's a number of organizations that received a license from the Ministry of Interior that can look at your business plan. And if they believe in it and see that you have access to a certain amount, about 50,000 pounds, and they can approve your business plan and endorse your application. You also go through endorsement process. When you received it, you can make a visa application. It is issued for 3 years, and in 3 years you can get permanent residency. Of course, if you pass all the conditions of innovator visa. One condition of innovator visa is creating minimum 10 jobs during 12 months, during 3 years. And in more detail, I can tell you in my next slide. I'd like to mention about the work permit in the UK. There are categories that don't give you any limitations in work permits and employment. There are visas that have limitations and visas without right to work in the UK. Spouse or partner visa and visa investors don't have any limitations for employment, and you can open a new business, you can work, be employed with any organization, and you can also work for yourself to be self-employed, be private entrepreneur. Visas with limitations, either for type of works that you can claim or limited hours. Instead of 40 hours, you are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week. I already mentioned student visas, or have limitations for work skilled worker visa, where specific limitations depending on which position you try to get in the beginning. Business categories mean opening a company or business or startup in the UK. Also mean opening a legal entity in the UK, registration or register an office. You have to think who will be the director of this company and which documents you need to prepare in order to protect your business. Very often we encounter that incorporating a company in the UK is very easy. The most complicated process is opening a business bank account. Sometimes this process can take from 2 weeks and more. We can assist businesses in this process. There's a lot of information about getting permanent residency or British citizenship. I think that going through each requirement, depending on the visa and that you are interested, I will not go through it. But for understanding, if you decided to move to the UK, you selected immigration category that is suitable for you, mostly to get permanent residency in the UK, you have to live 5 years. At the same time, in order to make an application for indefinitely to remain or permanent residence, you have to prove that you were in the UK territory more than half a year per each year. So in 5 years, we can confirm your presence in the UK, and you can and your family members can receive permanent residence. In order for you to have the right to make an application for British citizenship, you'll have to live another year with permanent residency already. And this last year, you are allowed to be out of UK up to 90 days. So on average, 3 months for the last year. So you need to take it into account because very often families who move to the UK continue their activities, their business activities in other countries, in their countries or other countries, and they are out of UK more days, which is in the legislation. Of course, there are exclusions, and we can help you with this, but the general rule when making an application for British citizenship, you are committed on, you declare and you show that you haven't been out of UK more than 450 days per year. I say not more than 90 years for the last year, 90 days. Sorry. So in order for you and your family to confirm permanent residency or make an application for UK citizenship in the future, all family members who turn 18 more, I should pass test for English proficiency test, and life in the UK test. We can call it history of England. Well, not exactly correct, because many issues, many questions for this test include other stories. And this test is quite easy to pass if you lived in the UK more than 5 years. You will know many answers to these questions. So why I started talking about being out of UK? In order to reinforce you, to fix your residency in UK, immigrants have to go to the phase of receiving permanent residence. When receiving permanent residence, your right to stay in the UK permanently. You can lose this residency if you are not in the country a certain number of years. But when receiving a permanent residence, you don't have to worry for terms of your visas and days and being out of UK. And without receiving permanent residency, your path to a British citizenship is not possible. I would like to explain and tell you about innovator visa category that is one of the most shortest ways to get a permanent residency in the UK. If you can go to innovator visa and satisfy conditions, then in 3 years you can get a permanent residency. Unfortunately, family members will not be able to do it. The shortest path to get permanent residence in the UK is investor visa, on the condition that 10 million investment was made in corporate bonds in the UK. So when we discussed today's conference with the organizers of Bosco, they asked me to select the subjects of this workshop, and honestly, I was quite at a loss, because if we look at the UK in December 2020, we are thinking, it seems to me that we often think about Brexit. And we're also interested why we have to select the UK and not go to Germany, for example, or United States. And I can tell you the following, that many businesses that I cooperated with and my clients that I worked with, unfortunately, at a loss, and I think colleagues would agree with me. There's a lot of uncertainty now, and when I started my presentation today, I asked people of other countries to move to the UK because I spoke about stability. But with all the changes happening, I still think that the UK is the country I would be able to provide stability to the family who decide to move. Of course, I agree with that we have many issues and unfortunately have more questions that we can find answers. And for this purpose, I decided to go through key dates that often discussed, especially related to immigration, Brexit, EU, and exiting UK from EU, and what will happen next. I'll tell you about the following. When the Brexit agreement was signed in January this year, an official date of Brexit was confirmed, the 31st of January of 2020.
We saw a lot of information appear in the media about different deadlines, latest dates for submission, such as the 24th of January, 30th and 31st of December and October. I'd like to discuss these dates to help our audience understand these dates and what they actually mean for you. This is, and so in conclusion, I would like to say the following. We're very happy to help our clients. UK is always expecting students with open arms. And also, I would like to say that we will be very happy to support European citizens that would like to shift their residence to move to the UK before the end of the transition period, before the end of Brexit transition. We also provide support and assistance to companies that would like to change their jurisdictions and move to the UK. We will also be happy to welcome you. Please contact us. We'll be happy to help you with any questions if you do have them. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.